Hello and good evening. Welcome. I'm just checking that I can see. Yeah, I'm just checking my laptop to see that, so I can see what you can see. Which good news is I can. So, welcome. Please, if you've got a Google sign in and you can sign onto YouTube, please do say hello. Oh, this paper annoys me when I don't have it straight. I spend all the time making this straight. So please do say hello. And who's on? Hi, Sally. Oh, hi, Sally. You said you were going to join me over on Facebook. So I do it on here because I find it a little bit more accessible for people, particularly those who maybe don't have a Facebook account. And so if you've not joined me before, this is my first Thursday night that I've ever done for Thursday night YouTube live, and the good news is I'm hoping to do them every Thursday. Hi, Jane. And each week I'm going to have a prepared project, but tonight I don't, because it's a little bit different. Because I'm going to share a few things from the new catalogue, go through the new catalogue for those who couldn't make my launch event. If you have any questions, you can ask them, type them in the comments. And if you want me to share anything, you know, I don't own the whole catalogue and all my orders sort of haven't arrived yet. But if I've got it, then I'll share it with you and maybe have a go at making a card. Hi, Maria. So I know I've been using Zoom as well. Thank goodness for Zoom. So I'm going to start by going through the catalogue. Oh, and I'll go through a few housekeeping things. Hi, Fiona. I'm going to go through a couple of housekeeping things. So what I've done, I'm doing this like at a workshop, as if I was doing a party. And as you can see, I've got a special code. So what this is, I actually said 24 hours initially, but I'm going to keep it open 48 hours from tonight. So until Saturday evening. Oh, thank you. We're happy to look after you while you're having a loose end, Deanne. So basically, if you would like to order on my store, which is juliekettlewell.stampinup.net. Maybe I should have written that down, but I can share that after. And it's it's in the description of the video anyway. Then if you put this code in, if you're spending between over £25 and you pop this code in, then if we accrue stamping rewards, so that means if we get more than £150 of goodies, then I'm going to share out some of the we'll get some freebies and I'm going to share those out between the shoppers. So that's good news. So, I'm happy to be entertaining people who are at a loose end. Well, it's better than EastEnders. So that's the code. If you are going to treat yourself and spend over £150, which some people do, then don't put the code in, because you will get your own stamping rewards. And if anyone's struggling with those, it's quite difficult to do on the store, then please give me a shout. So this is the catalogue, and I'm going to go through, I'm not going to go through every page. I'm going to go through what I think are the highlights, and go through new things, top sellers. As I said, if there's anything you want me to share, if I've got it, I will. So we start with the new colours, and my ink pads for these just arrived on Wednesday, and I've been so super busy getting parcels out in the post that I've not even opened them yet. They've still got the wrappers on them. I'm hoping to be crafting over the weekend, so I might have a little stamp with those in a bit. Okay, so they're the new colours. Love to know which your favourite is. You can leave me a comment. My favourite at the moment, I think, is the Misty Moonlight, which is this one, this card here. So it's quite a dark denim, like a denim blue. So yeah, but I do like the Just Jade, and I'm sort of wearing similar. I'm probably wearing more shaded spruce, but yeah, okay, so they are in colours. Right, now a lot of people often go past the kits page I've just ordered this kit here, which is called Gorgeous Poses. If you've got a catalogue, then feel free to follow along with me. If you haven't, and you haven't already got a demonstrator that you shop with, then if you haven't got a demonstrator, then drop me a message after or via Facebook, and I will arrange to get a catalogue to you. So I've not got that yet, but I did get this yesterday, and I showed this on my private group, and I'm going to share this again with you today. I have got a class using this on the 4th of July, and I've got 2 price options. The class is on Facebook if you want to have a look on my Paper Haven Leeds Facebook. This is the full medley, and it is £65, but you would get your class for free. And it contains the stamp set. So it's like these lovely vases and items to go in the vases, said vases. These dies, which I haven't opened yet, which cut out like ferns and things to go in the vase. So I should really open these. This is how little time I've had, because I've been doing parcels. I sent 22 parcels yesterday. Oh, hi Susan from Miami, Florida. What is the weather like there? Because it's been the most depressing, dreary, rainy day here today. Oh, you've watched it on your iPad, Shan, but now found the chat on your phone. Fantastic. Or you can chat along with me. So I quite like to be experiencing Florida weather, Susan, right now. So these are the dies. So you've got, oh, cute, various vases. Oh, they're fab. Little vases. And then this cuts out the flowers, and these ferns. Oh, these are really useful. Really, really useful. It is a set of 12 dies. So a set of 12 dies and 11 stamps. That is fab. But my favourite bit has got to be the papers. I've not even opened the ribbons. Yes, so I sent 22 parcels yesterday, and I think 13 today. So it's been a bit of a busy couple of days. But I'm getting there now, and I'm meeting a lot of my customers for contactless collections tomorrow and some doorstep deliveries. So this is the ribbon. That feels nice. Let me just see. It's frayed. It's Night of Navy frayed grosgrain. Oh, can you look at that? That's a bit different, isn't it? That's a bit unusual. Have a look at that. You see? There. Is that better? I'm holding it. I'm not used to. I've got a new phone and I don't know where the camera bit is. There. A bit too close now. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. It's gorgeous, Fiona. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this is a class I'm doing on the 4th of July. If you go for the full bundle, you will get the ribbon. And then we have some more ribbon, pleated ribbon in very vanilla and gold. This looks rather tasty. Oh, I hate getting in these ribbons. I never do it. Well, I can. But I seem to make a mess of it. So, oh man, there we go. Oh, 12 watching. Oh, this is lovely as well. So it's vanilla, but it's got like a little bit of gold in it. Very nice. Very tasty. Okay, so let's throw those bits away. And then my favourite is in this bit. This comes in the kit, but this is available separately as what we call a refill kit with just this. Yeah. So you get these little paper flowers. Okay. And all of these papers, shall I go through? No, I'll go through these first because the papers are the best, and a couple of these have come out. So we've got these die cuts, like tags. You get 2 of each. So, and some flowers, then some more die cuts. Hey Emma. Oh, that's brilliant. I look forward to that. You know what to do, and if you got the code, take a screenshot of the code if it was there, or I will put it on the I will put the code in the description of the video after the video. So there are the die cuts. And And then, oh, these are just, can you see the gold in them? These die cuts, absolutely. It's one of those kits, though, I have to say, that you just like looking at. Jane, honestly, there's going to be so much in it, and then I will send you like the card kit to make stuff. And then you get 6 of these embossed vanilla 6x6 pieces. Yeah, it's one of those kits that you just actually want to keep opening and looking at it. Then you get, this is my favourite bit, 48 sheets of these gorgeous papers. So you get, let me just count these properly. You get 8 sheets of 6 designs, and they're double-sided. Oh, look at that. Who loves papers? I'm just, Fiona, right, this paper, it's so, it's really thick paper. It's not like cardstock, but it's so thick, and it's just smells really strong of a gorgeous paper smell. I keep smelling it, it's beautiful. If I was at my studio, we would be doing an all-day class with this. So we can do this on Saturday the 4th. It's not an all-day because I just find it too hard to do all day online. Because in my studio, I'm sort of walking around and that kind of thing. So there's one design. Look at that. So one design's heavily blues, and then you've got a bit more cream on the other side. Just look at those. Reminds me a lot of willow pattern, this. My mum's got a lot of willow pattern crockery. That's a really nice one. So guess what I'm going to be doing at the weekend? A bit abstract, that one. Love, love, love. I think I'd like some wallpaper like that. So that is gorgeous. So as I said, there's a class where you can get all of it, and that you order online, and then I send you the card kit. Or there is a class price, so that is £65. There is a class price which I think is £32, and you use your own stamps, but you would get this refill kit. So you'd have to use, you know, what I'm intending on doing is making cards with these stamps and dies, and then some simpler cards just with the papers. So if I get a chance tonight, I might cut into those. But how gorgeous. Let me put them all back in the box, and then I know where. But please do ask if there's anything that you want to take a look at, and if I've got it, then I'll share it. It's nice that you got on, Emma, anyway. I'm glad that you've got on. Lovely to hear from you, and I'm glad your mum liked her stamps. I'm just going to have a drink of my tea. I made a nice cup. I love my cup of tea. Right, let's go back to this. So, the jar of flowers and the flowers for every season has probably been, no, it hasn't been my most popular, but I am doing a class on it. I'm doing it the week before the one I've just showed you, on the 27th. And there's lots of cards and inspiration with these online. And I've made one card so far, which is this one. And I want to show you how you can use this. And I'm not going to use one because these are actually temporarily out of stock at the minute, and I do need some for my class, so I don't want to use another one up. But these are the little mason jar, I've forgotten what they're called, hang on, they've got a proper name. Mason jar shaker domes. Can you see I've put a few little things in there? Yeah. And if you put some acetate behind this over your stamp, you could put like some gel, like blue or green, nice greeny bluey hair gel in to make it look like water. Hi Geraldine, you're in, you're here. This is where you're at, and you've signed in, and we can chat. So how this works, I've embossed a piece of card. This is Pear Pizzazz, and this is a gorgeous new embossing folder called Tasteful Textiles. We are using this on a card for my coffee and card. And what you do is you put the punch in like that. Now we can use this as a lovely little solid jar, you know, like those chalk painted ones. Tie some twine around that, because I've embossed it, that's really nice. And then what you do with these, that sits in there like that, and what they've got is they've got peel off adhesive here and peel off adhesive there. So how it would work, and as I say, I don't want to stick it because and I think I need them. So I would stick this bit on first, so you've still got you've peeled off the front bit and stuck it here. And then on your card, if your card is ready and designed and you've worked out where you want it, you would like stamp your stalks and then sprinkle the bits there, and then take the tape off, and take the tape off this, tape all around that and trap it down. I hope that makes sense. It's probably a much easier way of doing it, but I always find the hard way of doing it. So I have got that stamp set. I can share that with you if you want to see it in a bit more detail. I know Deanne's got it on the way to her. Basically, I just want to tell you about these, the coloured in grey, because they're what we call, hang on, what do we call them? Reversibles. Yeah, the stamps, you can stamp on both sides. So you can stamp on one side solid to stamp like water behind, or you can stamp the other side with the jar and the sort of shading. I hope that makes sense. So they're over on this sort of side, you can stick them over here. Then over here we have all the flowers. Now these flowers are great to decorate just cards. You don't need to put them in a vase. They look great decorated for backgrounds and things like that. Oh, Geraldine, we're only on page 12, love. Page 12. So that's the jar of flowers. Want to point out, if you like, it is on back order at the minute. If you like both items, do look out for the bundle code. If you can see, the jar of flowers stamp set's 21, and the punch on its own I think is 17, but we do a 10% saving, so you need to look for the bundle. Okay, this one is also rather gorgeous, and I used it to stamp the background here. I used the small sunflower in Versamark to stamp the background there. I hope you can see that. And this is the stamp set, so that's lovely. That's one we could order quite in advance, so please bear with while I flick through pages. I'm just having another bit of cuppa. These are all items we've already had. Now page 22 is my top seller so far, and it is the Lovely You bundle, which is this stamp set and the matching punch. Now this is the one that I did a YouTube on Sunday, and these were the cards that I demoed. Now I stamped these with Versamark because I didn't have the ink pads, and they're just some simple cards with the foliage stamps as a background, and they do look very much like it's a damask sort of material kind of pattern. It made me think that it looked a bit like some really old curtains. This is the punch you want, Geraldine. You see, Fiona's really good. She does Geraldine shopping for her. We all need a friend to point us in the right direction for shopping. So maybe I should show you how this punch works. That would probably be a really good idea, because I didn't do that. So let me find a little bit of cardstock. I've got some cards for you to have a look at whilst so these I have used to punch out the thanks. Geraldine, you've got a couple of parcels on the way to you from me. I'm going to do it at 1 inch, so there's 3 different measurements, 3 different widths, let's just say. So you've 2 designs. I prefer this one. And you've 3 widths, so you've 1 inch, 3/4 and 1/2 inch, same on each side. But you can make them any length you want. So if you wanted to do a bookmark, then you can do a bookmark. So what you do is that sits in the 1 inch gap, and you push it into the end, and then punch down. Then we have our little label end, yeah? And then you could leave it like that, like I've done on this card. I did it with the other one, but I've just done a straight edge. So you could leave it like that. Or then if you push it in from the other side, when you're using a shorter piece, you do have to be careful. And sometimes it's easier to turn it over to have a look. So you've got it lined up. And there we have the other end. So I've done quite a big label there. And I will use that for something. Let's have a look. Have you a scrap to show how the punch works? I've done the punch, Maria. Maybe you wrote that just as I was doing it. So I have. So I hope, Maria, that you grasped what we're doing from that, if that's okay. So yeah, so it's 1 inch, 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch. And you can see what it's like. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with our punches, they do lock. So this button is to lock them back up. So that's a really, really useful one. Yes, I wrote it just before, no worries. We're obviously in tune with one another. So again, these cards are just stamped around the edge, a bit of ribbon and a little label. Sometimes that's all you need. So that's a really lovely set. I've loved, you know, look at this here, you know, it's beautiful how they've laid the colours behind each other. A girl in my team made a beautiful card, a sympathy card, which was just lovely with this stamp set. So what I'm doing is I'm putting all the items I've used over to my left hand side. I don't have much room here. I don't have a craft room in this house, in our house, because yeah, 1 inch, Geraldine. Because I have my studio, but I've moved everything home, and I've been running my business from a 4-foot table at the bottom of the stairs in our lounge. So bless Craig is upstairs. He's not playing piano tonight, Fiona. I did ask him if we could have some requests. I think from what I can hear, he's listening to videos of Blackpool Tower organ on his iPad, which is one of his favourite pastimes. Okay, so this one is the World of Good Sweet, and it's not a male sweet really, although it could be more masculine colours, but it's a lovely travel sweet. I love how they've used it for the scrapbooking, Memories and More, and yeah, the papers are really nice. They've got gold in them. I think he's heard me. He's playing piano now. I'll be quiet. So, it's a really lovely one. It's a really lovely one, and it comes with a stamp set and dies. And what I do like about it is they've done both, on the images, they've done both sides of the globe, so no one's left out. And yeah, I really like that. It's a lovely travel themed set. But I have it, but I've not used it yet. Are you playing for us, Craig? No. Were you playing for us then? No. Oh, I just said I don't think he's going to play for us, and you walked in there and had a tinkle. Oh, that sounded wrong. Okay.
I'm going to put on the organ instead.
Fiona said, what a shame you're not playing. Your number 2 fan Fiona's on. Okay, so I am flicking through, and alright, okay, let's go to page 40. I don't have this because I don't have, or we don't have any pets other than the wildlife in our garden, which probably cost as much as pets because we're forever feeding the birds and the, well, it feels like we're feeding squirrels more than anything. But this is really a good sweet for anyone who's a dog lover, cat lover. There's stamp set, dies, the papers are great. The twine's lovely. So yeah, what you can do is you can just simply cut the papers out to make a card, or you can use the stamps. And you know what's really lovely is there is a stamp that you might not have in your collection, but it's when a pet passes away, and I realise that it's a massive loss when a pet passes away. So there's a little sentiment in there to acknowledge that. Okay. So moving on. He's on the organ now and he's put his headphones on, so if you can hear tapping away, that's what he's doing. I don't have any of these yet. I've got this on its way, and I'm doing a class in the post with this one soon, so watch out for that, because I've got some lovely ideas for that one. Then I'm going to skip through Christmas, because these are repeats of Christmas stamps. I'm just skipping through items that I don't have or that have been around for a little bit. Right, okay. So the Peony Garden Suite, it's got a lot of love at the minute. That's the one you want with the unicorns. Let me go back, Shan. It's on its way to me. Yeah, Lily will love that, won't she? It was designed by a lady, a demonstrator, this one. Yeah, that's a lovely one for you both. And it's this one, actually. Don't just look at the stamps, because it comes in a bundle. The stamp set's actually only £17, but it comes in a bundle with 176. Can you see here? There's there's actually less dies of the animals, but there's more background labels. So it's a set of 25 dies, and there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's actually 10 labels, which are really good shapes. So, look past the unicorns as well. So I'm going to go back to Peony Garden. If anybody bought my parcel in the post, then for June, which I've sent some out, I've sent 10 out so far. This is going to be July's parcel in the post. It's going to be £20, and you're going to get a selection of papers, card, ribbon and embellishments. I've just got, I know Deanne is a fan of this one. Very useful die, Shan. I've just got the stamp set. Please note it's shown a little bit smaller so they can fit it all on. So I haven't had a go with that yet. I haven't had a go with blooming anything yet. But now I've got this. And I like this, so I want to make that card with cocktails. So yeah, I really like this, the chocolate one. Again, this was designed by a demonstrator. This stamp set's got 26 stamps in it, and it's £20, so that's less than £1 a stamp, and I think that's really good. I mean, I think we all know someone who maybe either likes chocolate cookies or chocolate cookies, coffee or cocktails. It's all the C's, isn't it? So that's a really good one. Now the whale suite is growing on me. It's absolutely growing on me, this one. The little whale punch and the stamp set. This is a cute suite, and I've just got the dies, the alphabet dies have just arrived, and again, not used it yet. This one's been popular. I've not got it, but the little zebras, will Lily like that one? Will Lily like that one? I'm sure she will. This one's really good actually, because obviously zebras are black and white, so you can actually get away with, in fact I'm giving myself ideas here, you can get away with doing, I could do a class with the zebras, and you'd only need a black ink pad, because you could stamp the sentiments in black. Oh, I've just given myself some ideas, and I think I've just sold a stamp set to myself. Now this one, I feel like I've known this one forever, because I've just cut up 150, nearly 160 cards for this because this is my coffee and card for next week, and it starts next week. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of week one's card, which is this one. Okay, so we're doing like a wreath style card just to ease us into the first week. They have, Fiona, I posted yours and Nessa's out yesterday. Geraldine, yours went out today, but your parcel in the post went out yesterday. So you've got 2 parcels, and then I'm posting you in Colour Club on Monday. So Geraldine, you've got like lots of parcels from me coming. So that's going to be week 1. So I had to laugh. We get an update from our Stampin' Up manager, and she tells us, yes, Geraldine, it's on its way to you. I posted it today. She and I put you some extra white card in. Do you remember you asked for a few sheets? She lets us know the top selling stamp sets at top 10, and I had to laugh because the first week of the new catalogue, this stamp set was number 1. I guess I ordered 31 of them for our coffee and card, so I did have to laugh at that. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping with that in a moment, because I realise that all I'm doing is talking at the minute. I'm actually loving this. I'm seeing this more and more of this, and this stamp set and dies are really, really lovely. And the die, again, the dies have got some really nice label shapes. So yeah, I think as far as stamp sets go, that is me done for now, because I'm going to do a little bit of other sharing with you. Should we make something? What should we ever go at? Let's make a nice, I'm going to show some papers. Let's make a nice simple card with some papers. So, and I'm going to do this for the benefit of my ladies who ordered the, what's it called? Parcel in the post. So I'll do this, and then I can actually use this as a, and I can use one of my new ink pads, because these papers contain all the new ink colours. Okay, so what I need, let me just have a little think about how I'm going to do this. So I'll get my card base. I thought I did already have that prepped over there. Oh, that's got a dirty mark on it, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up. So I've got my card base, which is a standard A6. If you're in UK, in metric, it's 10.5 by 14.8. And I'm going to cut a piece of white down, and I'm going to take 2 centimetres off it. So it'll be 12.8 by 8.5. So I'm taking 2 centimetres off from each end. Now this is a bit of a cheat from me, because I did a card just like this for my latest round of coffee and card. So I'm going to copy this and try and remember how I did it. So yeah, I'm going to cut this down to 12.3. And then I'm going to cut 3 lots at 2.5. I think that works. If not, we'll see what it looks like, eh? If not, we'll just have to cut a bit off. I'm trying to remember what, and I've put the card away that we did. I just want to share how nice the card can be, even when it's just papers. Right, it goes in that order. I'm just trying to work out what order it is. Yeah, that's fine. I think I've remembered it right. So what I'm going to do is, I've put an order in. Think I might put another one in, but can't make your mind up on which ones yet. Well, that's all good, Emma. You can watch this back and have a look. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to glue this on. This is a really nice card. I'll type the measurements up actually for you to use up any scraps of DSP. Can you hear Craig tapping away on the organ? I said, can you hear Craig? Nearly said, can you hear Craig tapping away on his organ? And that would not have sounded very appropriate. But there is a theatre style organ. It's not like a Wurlitzer, but there is an organ. We've got two. It's got two pianos. It's got a digital piano that's like permanently down in the lounge, and this organ, and then a keyboard that's like a portable one that he uses for wedding gigs, and that's upstairs. So there's 3 keyboards of varying descriptions in our house. Good job I'm musical as well. It's also tempting. Yeah, but this, Maria, is just your papers. Did you get the parcel in the post? You did, didn't you? Anyway, that's my job, to be tempting. No, but I know what you mean, because it's all tempting to me. I'm still my best customer. Okay, so that's a little, that I've done that there, and then what I'm going to do before I just going to get my ribbon scissors. This ribbon is part of the suite. I'm going to tie this around. Yes, I'm stopping that comment, Geraldine, otherwise I might get my video banned. I can it's so loud tapping away. I don't know how to say how loud it is. So we'll just go with it, yeah. Yeah, so Maria, these papers are in not this ribbon but similar ribbon, which you could use the bumblebee gingham, will be perfect for this card. And it's like the coffee and card one you did the other day. You took a brilliant picture of it. So it's just the same as that. I'm just like regurgitating ideas most of the time, and that's what it's all about, really. So I'm now going to stamp, I think, with Misty Moonlight, seeing as it's my fave. Now, when you get a new ink pad, they can be very juicy. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips about ink pads. So on here, on the back, we have these stickers. And you peel this one off that says Misty Moonlight. And you stick it here on the front of the pad, like that. Okay? And then what I do is, there's a blank one at the end as well. There's obviously stickers in other languages, but it's a blank one. So I'm going to peel that one off. And then when I open the ink pad, you can stick it here, so that if you've got a few ink pads open and they all look similar, it's a bit difficult to get, then you know what it is. I've just made an inappropriate comment on YouTube.
What did you say, love?
I may have mentioned that you were tapping away on your organ. Geraldine says, I think you should stop commenting about it. Okay, so Misty, right, what stamp shall I use for the sentiment? Right, I'm going to use this one, because some of my ladies have got this one. Oh, it's on piano now, Fiona. Oh, it's all go. I can't keep up. I'm going to do Happy Birthday from this one, because I love this Happy Birthday. I love this stamp set. It's not a new one. It's my go-to for sentiments. Peaceful Moments. I think it's on page 21. It's on the same side as the poppy. Can you hear Fiona? I don't know what it's playing. I'm just going to check I've not... Oh, I've stamped. Should have cleaned this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good, I'm glad you can hear. Right, so I'm going to get a label stamp, punch. Just bear with me while I reach over, find my punches. I think I might use that one. Because I wanted to use the one I used, but it's the one I used on my coffee and card, but it's quite large and this sentiment maybe can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer that, I'm going to do that with that one. But I think, oh, that's a little bit small for there. So we can layer up with this one. This is the one I was going to use for the sentiment, but it's quite big. Yeah. So I shall take some. Oh, what colour card shall I do behind? Votes in. It's got to be one of the new in colours. Oh, Jane, you can't sleep. Oh, we've got a bit of piano playing as well. Craig's playing piano upstairs. I don't know if you can hear it, but what time is it, Jane, Nanny? I feel funny calling you Jane and not Nanny. Jane's in Perth. What colour? Magenta. Go on then, Maria. Oh, we've got Les Mis. Can you hear Les Mis? Okay. So I'm going to layer that on there with that, like that, and have a bit of pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue, this is just, I'm just crafting off the top of my head. I'm going through the catalogue, or I have gone through the catalogue. We've gone through stamps, and I'm just doing a little simple card, really showing, you watched it last night? Oh, it's 3 AM. Oh, I do love Les Mis. Oh, right, so I'm going to layer that up with some foam pads. Dimensionals, or directionals as my mum calls them. Did you watch the film, Fiona, or did you watch like the anniversary concert? Because I'll be honest, I'm a bit of I'm not too much of a fan of the film. I'm a bit of the musical is my main love. So there we go. Let's stick that onto our base, the film. I thought Samantha Barks was good as Eponine. She was my favourite. Did you ever see the BBC series, the actual TV series? There was no music in it. Well, there was music underneath, but no, not singing. It was a proper film. That was really quite hard hitting, and it sort of delved into a little bit more detail about Javert and Jean Valjean's sort of hatred and stuff for each other. Do you know what? I'm so chuffed with this card. So this card you can do with any of the papers. We've got a bit of Phantom now. Who likes Phantom? This card you can make with any papers. I'm going to just type in the measurements. So the Whisper White is 8.5. And paper, 3 strips, 2.5. Right, so you can make this card if you've got stuff at home. Oh, it's your favourite, Jane. If you've got stuff at home, I'm sure you can make... Hi, Sandra. I'm sure you can make this card with anything you've got at home. If you've got a punch, a sentiment. So this is an idea for people who've bought my parcel in the post, Sandra, which yours was posted yesterday. So hopefully that will be, it was second class, so hopefully that will be with you tomorrow. So should we do another one with like that, with some different papers and see what it's like, or should we do something different? Or what do people, what should we do one with a different in colour and a different, very cheerful card? More please. Okay. Oh, I know what we'll do. Oh, I know, I've got the right idea. So we're gonna, now I just have to be careful because my desk is absolutely cluttered. I'm gonna do a card with this, which I know a lot of you are going to be getting because you are going to be part of my coffee and card. That was gorgeous, Craig, thank you. We've got big Phantom fans here.
It was CD playing.
It was CD? Alright, okay. So, pardon? Yeah, do you want another one? We might have requests. Alright, well I'll see if we've got any show tune requests, if anybody's got any requests then. So we've had Les Mis and Phantom. I think Les Mis is a winner in general. I'm just getting some ink pads off my desk. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to show this stamp set because I had so many comments. People thought this was paper, and it wasn't. It was... Oh, I don't know what tune it is now. On My Own from Les Mis. Oh, I love this song. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? How gorgeous. Not everyone has this on YouTube, do they? This is what I'd call a USP, unique selling point. Right, what I'm going to do this time is we're going to do the same card, okay, but we're going to mix it up a bit. God, this is really quite testing because making me think on my feet. Right, so I'm going to do the same card, but what I'm going to do, I need some more Whisper White, is I'm going to cut, oh yeah, I'm going to cut that panel at the back again, which was 12.8 by 8.5 if you remember. Nanny, I don't know about you, but my body clock's been all over the place since this lockdown. I was up at 5 yesterday morning. So that's my background, but what I am going to do is I'm going to cut 7.5 now by 12.3. So this is what would have been the papers, but I'm going to stamp them instead of using papers. I'm going to make my own paper and then I'm going to cut them up. I hope that makes sense. So I've got my base, my 8.5 by 12.8, and then I've cut this. Oh, that isn't right. I've cut it wrong. Oh no. No, it is right because I'm going to be splitting it. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our own paper with these 3 ink pads and the Forever Fern stamp set. Yeah, I know, Nanny. And your lockdown, ours is still like, heck, it's still... We're on day 80 today, Nanny. We're on day 80. I'm not going anywhere, I've decided. I'm fed up of it. I'm fed up of people doing what they want. But anyway, tonight's not the place for that. Oh, any requests? I haven't looked. Just more, please, it says. Jane, what's your favourite song in Phantom? You got a favourite song in Phantom? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these with each colour. So I want to show you how beautiful these stamps stamp. Oops, all my cards have just fallen off. Oh, is this a bit of Walt Disney? Can you see that? That is, I don't know if you can see the detail on that stamp is just phenomenal. It's just beautiful. And this is why people thought, I'm sure, that not because of my excellent stamping, but probably because of Stampin' Up's excellent quality rubber stamps. Now, I've not used a Just Jade before, but I don't know if that's too similar, so I'm going to stamp off. Yeah, I'm going to stamp it off a bit. Very crisp, Maria, you are correct. So I'm going to then go in with Pear, the smaller one. Oh, I love how this just makes everything then pop. Oh, how nice is this piano playing? Right, I've got a bit of white space there, but I'm not too bothered about that because my sentiment can go there. And then I've got this little stamp that's like little speckles. Not so good at names. Love All Phantom couldn't decide. Can you do Beauty Underneath from Love Never Dies? Jane, we love Love Never Dies, and I've just discovered a couple, and I don't know. I know he knows from Love Never Dies. He knows which is the Beauty Underneath. Is it the one Christine sings to her son? But we've just sort of, we love Till I Hear You Sing, and he started playing that one, you know, that Phantom and, who is it, in the bar when they come across each other. Dream a little dream now. So that bit of speckle, you either love it or not, but I just think it tarts it up a little bit. Phantom sings. Ooh. I don't know which, I don't think he knows that one, Jane. He knows a couple, he knows obviously Love Never Dies. So I'm now going to cut this as if it was my paper. I'm going to cut it at 2.5. It's already the right length, and you need to keep it in order. Okay, and now I'm just actually wondering if it would be better for this piece of card at the back to be a colour, but I've cut the white down now, so. How gorgeous is that looking? Oh my goodness, I just do love this stamp set. Phantom sings with Sun before the mask comes off. Ah, yes. Do you know, I did a bit of research into it, and they changed the order of it. The one that was streamed on the other week, I couldn't believe it. We missed the beginning, and YouTube started it from like, we thought it was the start, and we missed him singing. You know, the big song, Till I Hear You Sing, and I kept waiting for it all the show, and it never came on, and we missed it. So we had to go back and watch it. I do love my musicals. Bit of escapism. Oh, we've got 42nd Street now. Bless him. It's like name that tune. We saw this in London, Christmas 2018, and we saw Bonnie Langford play the part of Dorothy Brock, and she was amazing. Now, the great thing about this is, oh, look at that. Could maybe be better with coloured background, but never mind, we'll go with it. Now, I could use Just Jade ribbon, which I've got some there, but I'm thinking, even though it's from a different suite, that look, the gingham's going to look, this blooming gingham goes so nice with everything. Let's get a bit of the gingham on. Yeah. Yeah, the Wiz is on tomorrow, isn't it? It's like the modern sort of Wizard of Oz, is it? Oh, what time are we on? 8:30. So, if anybody wants to see anything else in action, I'm going to probably stay on another. Obviously, it's my first one, so I just want to get timings right. I thought I'll be on about an hour. I think I put till 9 o'clock on the thing, but I thought that could be ambitious. This ribbon is so good for tying the bow. Look at that. You've got to get this ribbon. We get it. Some of this ribbon will come in my summer sizzler class. I'd love to know your feedback on the piano and the crafting. Oh, Moon River, because it'll really give you a boost, I'm sure, if you've loved it. Right, that, oh, look at that, that looks gorge. Right, I've actually got, I think I've got something already cut out for this. Not for this, because I didn't know I was making this, but I've got a spare circle here. I wonder if, yep, let's use that. I've got a spare circle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sentiment. I think this sentiment is beautiful, and often people say, oh, the sentiments are a little bit too, oh, is this your dad's favourite? Oh, brilliant. Often people can say the sentiments are a bit too slushy, but I love this, and it says, to a friend that makes me smile, and I just think that's lovely. So we're going to have a bit of that, yeah? Oh, how lovely the piano. Bless him. It's lovely in the background, thank you. It is, isn't it? It's like a cocktail bar. What I love about stamping on the circle is, it doesn't matter if you get it wonky, because you just turn your circle round. Oh, always playing my grandma's favourite. Around the World. It's my grandma's absolutely favourite, and they actually, this is a song they play at Blackpool Tower when it's the changeover of the Wurlitzer to the other organ. Now, I could do that and leave it. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. What you can do, I'll show you on the card we're doing next week. You can stamp, if you stamp off, you can stamp the leaf behind it, but I think I'm going to leave it without. I'm going to leaf it without. All right. Where have I put my dimensionals? I'm loving doing a bit of crafting, because I have to say I've been so busy sorting kits out. Oh, we're on Edelweiss now. So busy posting kits, I've just not had time to craft much. So this means I get to chat and craft. And I've got more cards to share now for things. Okay, we'll glue that down. So I hope you like learning how to, you can do your own background that looks like paper. And I did have a few comments the other day saying, that paper that you've used, and I thought it wasn't paper, it's just fabulous stamps that we've got. So there we have that card and that card, exactly the same method of doing them, apart from we've stamped or we've used papers. Really, really easy to do. Hope you like those. I think I quite love this one actually. Yeah, I think I'll be doing that. Again. And obviously the paper one can be done with any papers. I was playing a bit of Ed Sheeran now, which he did a video on. Thank you, Jane. He did a video, so it's on his YouTube and it's on his Facebook today. I know Fiona is always sharing his stuff. So I've done it an hour. If anybody's got any questions or wants me to show anything else, I can do. Thanks, Geraldine. They're just so easy, and the measurements I've written above, and they stay on this video, those comments. So you can go back and have a look at those comments. But yeah, I'm quite happy with those. To say I didn't really know what I was going to do. Maybe that's how I best work under pressure. Just to let you know, the colours I've used are shaded spruce, which is the ink pad that's included in the coffee ink card. And then I used Just Jade, but I stamped off. Oh, look, I've already messed that up. And then I used Pear Pizzazz. Can't wait to get the firm bundle. I posted yours yesterday, Jane. Hi, Kay. Fiona, I'm crafting with Nessa on her birthday on Saturday with this. Oh, I hope it comes in time. When did I post yours? Yesterday. So it might come, I posted it second class though, so it might come tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, or maybe Saturday. But yeah, oh thanks, Kay. I'll be honest, the piano thing wasn't planned. But he went upstairs and we could hear him a little bit, so I told him, and he's doing a little impromptu concert. So we've had a few songs from the shows, and we've had our own personal piano playing, which is fabulous. So yeah, let me see. I don't think I've got. Oh, I know. I've had an idea. Just humour me once more, because it won't take long. It won't take long. Let's do one more, because we'll be quick at making these now. May not be planned, but will be expected in the future. Oh, flipping heck. He wouldn't have done this a few months ago. He wouldn't have had the confidence, but since he's been doing his videos and everything. Bravo! Okay. So, I'm going to do, guess what I'm going to use? I'm going to use the Boho Indigo. I'm going to break into it. I'm not going to use the stamps. I'm going to cut a piece of the paper up. Did you post mine first? Oh, I can't remember what I did. I might have done actually. Oh, I honestly, I can't remember what I did, Fiona. Oh, I've just realised this needs to be very vanilla, because it's got vanilla in. Right, so I've messed up there. Hang on. I did put the extra card in though, Fiona. Where's my vanilla card? I can't see for looking now. Just bear with me, I'm looking for vanilla card. Yeah, I've got some. Yeah, that's vanilla. It's hard to see, the lights are really, really dark today. Tune. Unfortunately, this is only thin vanilla, but it's alright for the purposes of the video. I've had an idea. Let's use a bit of Misty. I'm just going for this now. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, you should see my desk. It's an absolute disaster zone. Or a craftomath as we call it. The great thing about this Boho Indigo is that you don't need to have loads of colours to use it. I think you can just get away with one blue. Right, so I've got that. Let's pick a paper. I think I'm going to go with that one. I think that's my favourite. Lovely tune, available for weddings. Right, and let's use one of these die cuts. I think I'll use this one that's already popped out. Yeah. I wasn't going to break into this, but heck, got to have something to show. My Christine, Jane, it's Love Never Dies, you love it. I love this song. This is going to look stunning. Jane, I hope you're listening to this song. You must have heard us talking about it. You're shouting bravo at the screen. I love this song. We actually saw Ramin Karimloo, who played Phantom, and he did it in the 25th anniversary. He did a concert in Leeds last year, and he was just the love. I've got mixed up here where my papers are going. I wanted to match them up, but I've been talking, they're all mixed up, so we'll just have to go with mixed up papers. Oh, no. You should pay attention when you do your cutting as to where your papers are, but never mind. We saw Ramin and he started singing this song. Oh no, he started singing one song and Craig said he should do Till I Hear You Sing Next, which is this song, Craig's playing, and he did. My God, when he hit that note near the end, oh, it was absolutely phenomenal. Such a nice guy. He actually, the concert lasted about 15-20 minutes longer than it should have. He just kept saying, oh, let's do another one. Has anybody got a bus to catch? Such a lovely guy. That's not quite matched up, but that's going to go on there like that. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear Jane. This ribbon's quite big for this. I think that ribbon's too wide for that. So oh, thanks, Fiona. Oh, now this tune is from, I think it's from The Woman in White, which is another Lloyd Webber one, which I bought Craig the book. No, it isn't. Look With Your Heart. This is what Christine sings to her son, Jane, I think. Oh, no, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm getting mixed up. I think it is what Christine sings to her son. This ribbon is quite stiff. Look with your heart. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Love never dies, Jane. Oh. Right, what's a bunch of birthday love to you? Let's have that, even though there's not a bunch of flowers. Oops, upside down. There we go. Oh, a nice headshot there. There we go, that's a big panel. Let's move that over a little bit. Oh, all I ask of you. You know what he's going to say when I say they've loved your piano? He'll say, did I make some sales then? Oh, bless you. We're quite a double act then, aren't we? This one's from Chaplin. This is a lovely song. What only love can see. It's a lovely song. I'm going to stick that on there, and then I'm going to show all three and call that a night, because I've managed an hour and a quarter. So that's the Boho Indigo one, and the Forever Fern. Let's put that one in the middle because we've got two white ones and a vanilla one. There we go. Same card, 3 different looks. Does look nice if you put some darker card behind it, but I think this one needed the white because it's quite a bright. Oh, thank you for all the music and crafty love tonight. So yeah, so if anybody wants to order, I know Emma said I've not been able to check anything. Thank you, Sandra. Thanks for tuning in. I love that you can follow me on here. That's fantastic. So big thanks to Craig as well. I think he might. I don't know if he can hear me. He's still he's just finishing off this song. Thank you, Craig. He's in his zone now. So yeah. So if anyone's any questions, then you can message me. I'm going to be on here every Thursday night, crafting. Next week I'll probably have it planned a little bit better from a point of view of project wise, although I hope that you liked what I've done there with three different suites from the catalogue and just showing you how you can have a different look with all of them. So thanks. Oh, just what the doctor ordered. Thank you. I've really enjoyed it as well, actually. It's better than sitting watching telly. I've really enjoyed it too. So, and I feel like I'm just sat here crafting and chatting amongst friends, which I am. So I will see you, some of you, on Tuesday morning on Coffee and Card, praying that everything arrives in time. And thank you very much, and have a lovely rest of your evening. And again, if you've any questions or want to order anything, then just let me know. I need to stop the video on my phone rather than my laptop. So thanks again, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.